Hello, my high vibe friend. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, I'm talking today about how to get more possibility with your voice. And not only that, is how do you get more comfortable in your body so that you can get out into the world and give your message and be effective and feel really good, like really connected to the universe and really connected to your message and connected to the people you're giving it to. So I want to share today 4 ways that you can find more possibility with your voice. And I want to share with you one of my favorite chants that we're going to use to explore these 4 ways. My name is ABraxas, and I love helping people remember their greatness. Do you remember? Do you remember how amazing you are? Do you remember your infinite beingness? The Great Awakening is among us, and there's something could be stirring within you. And I have found through the years that vocal awareness, like getting aware of what I'm thinking, feeling, and believing about my voice, has a lot to do with waking up, and has a lot to do with being willing to go show up in a bigger way on the planet. Let's face it, guys, the world is asking us to show up in a bigger way and be the change. Are you coming along? You're going to do your part. All right, let's dive in here. So the 4 chambers of the vocal instrument are the chest, the mouth, the nasal cavity, and the head. And so I'm going to briefly show you how to get into each one, and then I'm going to show you how to sing the Heart Sutra. This is one of my favorite chants, and this chant really helps you embody your authentic beingness. Your spirit self helps bring it into this body. And I am a strong proponent of body and being to have a full, effective voice in the world. And when we're willing to have a voice in the world, oh my gosh, the freedom that comes from being willing to be heard is powerful. So let's get you there. All right, so the 4 chambers. The first one is the chest. Well, actually, let's go to the mouth first, then we'll drop into the chest. So the mouth, you're just gonna easily just say like you were going to the doctor or the dentist, right? And try to just focus it right in the mouth, and you'll be able to feel the vibration all through there. Good. Now, without changing the note or the pitch, we're going to drop the vibration and focus it a little bit more in the chest. Feel that? You can even take your hand and feel the vibration there shift. Okay, so and then bring it back up to the mouth. So the chest creates a little bit more volume, kind of a groundedness. The mouth is a little bit more flat but focused. And now we're going to take the mouth resonating chamber, and with the sound, we're going to bring it right into the nasal cavity. Think about it going up and in. Okay, it's kind of go whoop. You're getting hear it like kind of nasally up there. Yeah. All right, so now we're in the nasal cavity. We're going to back out, drop back down to the mouth. And this time we're going to go just straight up through the head. So the nasal cavity, it kind of has a pretty focused sound, and it's kind of like a real volume resonator. It can really give you a little volume if you use it appropriately. Now, just focusing on the nasal cavity, it's not really a pleasant sound. It's hard for people to listen to. So we don't want to focus and fixate in there, but it is important to learn how to use that chamber so that you can have some good volume. And then the head voice, as you can hear, it's airy. It adds emotionality and airy and lightness, but it doesn't give us much volume. So learning how to use all 4 of these chambers with different sounds or different chants or songs or different way of communicating, you get to play with, now you have more possibilities to play with, I should say, and give you the right tone for your expression. So I'm going to teach you the Heart Sutra right now. In the description, you'll see the actual words. It's in Sanskrit, and I'll be singing it the way I pronounce it. And it's a little different than how phonetically you'll see. So I'm going to teach you this, but what I want you to do is practice being aware of which chamber you're in when you're singing this certain part of the chant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cue where I feel the focus is with each chamber and see if you have the same experience. And I would love to hear in your comments what your experience is with this. You know, are you having a hard time feeling the difference of each one? Do you feel like you're kind of just locked in one of the chambers? So please let me know and be happy to troubleshoot with you. All right, so here we go. This is the Heart Sutra. Om Gate Gate Pada Gate Pada Sum Gate Bodhisvaha. Om Gate Gate Pada Gate Pada Sum Gate Bodhisvaha. Om Gate Gate Pada Gate Pada Sum Gate Bodhisvaha. Om Gate Gate Pada Gate Pada Sum Gate Bodhisvaha. Om Gate Gate Pada Gate Pada Sum Gate Bodhisvaha. And whenever you're done a chant, it's a really good practice to just pause in stillness and just to hear the frequency and the vibration that you cultivated by doing the chant. All right, this is something you could chant for hours. And I really encourage you to do so. Maybe not hours, but maybe for 15, 20, 30 minutes. And then pause for a good 5 at least. And feel your embodiment shift. Feel your mind relax and release. And feel the presence of your beingness in this body. All right, back to the 4 chambers. Did you feel the difference in all the chambers? Did you feel that at different parts in the chant, it was focusing in different areas? All right, so keep this practice up, and the more you're aware, you can become aware of these chambers, the more possibilities you have with sound. So whether you are a public speaker or want to be a public speaker, or whether you're a singer or want to do just sound healing and spontaneous singing, it's good to know where you can go, where the possibilities are. For example, one of the chants I do is I go into kind of this polyphonic toning. And the nasal cavity is a really good place to be to get that running. For example, so what I keep the tone happening in through the nasal cavity. And then I can go to different other tones, and sometimes, every once in a while, it splits and you can hear a really high frequency while the low tone is happening too. And that's really helpful to go into the nasal cavity to be able to split those frequencies. And then sometimes Om, Om. That's really helpful. The chest resonating area is super helpful for your ohms, right? So there's different things that you'll notice that you'll want to play in the different resonating chambers with. Now, if you're just public speaking, it's nice to know the difference of having all of them kind of together in a sound. So as I'm speaking right now, I'm aware that there's a little bit of all the chambers kind of playing together. Now, if you've noticed that if you're a little bit more focused in your nasal area, like I'm doing right now, you may want to pull out a little bit and see if you can balance the four chambers for a more well-rounded tone, so people are more apt to listen rather than shut off their ears. Sometimes if it's an unpleasant tone to our voice, the message will get lost because people's subconsciously even turn off their listening. So these four chambers are really important to get a tone of voice that is pleasant to listen to. All right, I hope this was helpful. Please, in the comments, any questions or comments about how this helped you out, or if there's any confusion, please let me know. These chambers have been like super helpful in for my speaking and singing career, and they've also given me a lot of confidence to know that I can be louder if I need to be louder, and I can have a certain tone to do what I need to do on a healing table with sound healing, and they can just help in lots of different ways. So if this was helpful and you'd like to follow the rest of the 30-day series of Free Your Voice and Free Your Life, be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'd be so grateful if you shared this around too with your friends. All right, beautiful high vibe people, I will see you tomorrow with another video to free your voice and free your life.